This is rough. All this is rough. I don't have anything to like say. I'm going to brainstorm in front of you guys here, and let's all brainstorm together. So Saul Canelo Alvarez, his fight with Jermell Charlo makes half of what Gervonta Tank Davis did as far as pay-per-view buys. I'm sorry. Pay-per-view buys is half. It's like 650,000. And Gervonta Tank Davis, his last fight was against Ryan Garcia, and it's 1.2 million, 1.4 million. Okay. So the question is, and you guys hit me with this. I was asleep on this, my bad. But you guys hit me with this, and this is a great question. ShowBizz, are you sure that Canelo Alvarez is showing that he's really the face, right? With him having half the pay-per-view buys of Gervonta Tank Davis. Fantastic. So that's a good argument. Gervonta Tank Davis being the face of boxing. He did double. So let's brainstorm. Gervonta Tank Davis is a star. We know this. What made the 1.1 million, 1.4 million pay-per-view buys isn't Gervonta Tank Davis by himself. If that was the case, he would have done that against Hector Garcia. So the fight between him and Ryan Garcia was 1.2, 1.4 pay-per-view buys. So let's get that correct. Canelo Alvarez and Jermell Charlo, which is why I said $50 million to fight Charlo when Canelo Alvarez got $50 million. Pay-per-view buys, half of the amount, but about what Canelo does. I think he did around there against John Ryder, which all of this, bad numbers due to people stealing and streaming and all those things. But that's neither here or there right now. They're both in the same environment. Canelo Alvarez, though, against Charlo, he made more money than Gervonta Tank Davis. And I want to make this case clear. When we talk about the face of boxing, we talk about popularity. We talk about monetary. We talk about all that shit. We ain't talking about the best fighter in the world. Terrence Bud Crawford is the best fighter in the world. And which is why I say the PBC is the face of boxing, because Tank Davis, Canelo Alvarez, and Terrence Crawford all with the PBC. But as far as the fighters go. So Canelo got him with the bag. Gervonta Tank Davis got him with the views. What I was saying, my original argument was this. Canelo Alvarez greater than Gervonta Tank Davis. We all know this. But what I was saying was Canelo's trajectory was going down. And, of course, Tank Davis' trajectory is going up. Okay, I know about this. Right now, I'm more recognized in public than before. And that's after I've gone viral a few times lately. You had the situation, the video with Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence, the morning after that video. So my trajectory is going up. And what I was saying about Gervonta Tank Davis was, yes, that fight, a lot of eyes were on that fight, right? With him versus Ryan Garcia, 1.2, 1.4. So his brand going the right direction, even if all those views weren't for Gervonta Tank Davis himself, it was mostly for that fight, still he benefits. After that fight, Ryan Garcia's trajectory is going down because how he got dribbled off the canvas twice, right? Some people think he quit, all those things. People got let down. Gervonta Tank Davis, though, you want to see him again. All of this will be understood in Gervonta Tank Davis' next fight. In his next fight, if he makes 600,000 or whatever, somewhere around Canelo, he's the face of boxing, okay? Because Tank Davis don't do those type of numbers. He does like 200,000, 300,000 at the most or whatever. And then he peaked. He shot up with Ryan Garcia fight, which if you look at statistics and you look at, let's just say averages, okay? You have this skewed, so his average has gone up because that one fight against Ryan Garcia has skewed the data, which jumps up the average of pay-per-view buys you get. But so that's why the mean is better than the median is better than the mean at times when it comes to statistics. When you're taking on when you're looking at averages and stuff like that, sometimes you want to just look at the median and not the mean, not the average, but the median. In this case, because of the skewed data with the Ryan Garcia fight, kind of throw things off, and your perception of the type of star Gervonta Tank Davis is. As far as Canelo Alvarez, he's consistently has had the pay-per-view buys of 600,000 plus. I think Canelo Alvarez, and this is just me, I'm telling you, I'm spitballing. None of this is going to be edited. Me fumbling over my words and all this stuff. I just want y'all to think alongside me here with this video. Canelo Alvarez, his performance against Charlo was different than his performance against John Ryder, his performances against Bivol and Plant, Triple G, that third fight. People feel better about the Canelo brand after this Charlo fight. Charlo was a dangerous fighter. And Canelo Alvarez, the way he performed, you felt, oh, okay, he's not starting to, go in the wrong direction. Oh, maybe he is, I don't know. But in that fight, you felt, oh, it was health issues. He's healthy now. He doesn't have that hand issue. He's standing up between rounds. Not wearing out his knees, sitting down, standing up, sitting down. He learned that from George Foreman, stuff like that. A lot of times when you have bad knees and you sit down and you stand up, it exhausts you. Canelo Alvarez learning on how to be a 30-plus-year-old fighter. And he looked good against Charlo. So now people are feeling better about Canelo's brand. So his next fight on Cinco de Mayo, don't forget, that fight against Charlo, he missed the date, Independence Day weekend for Mexico. So he missed that date, that date in September. So if he fights on his dates, if he fights on Cinco de Mayo, we'll see. But Gervonta Tank Davis, he doesn't have that luxury, right? There's no African-American date, or there's no American independence date that these fighters can take advantage of. I would love to know what y'all think in the comments below. That's a great comeback. I think they're still racing on who's the face. Gervonta Tank Davis said that this boxing game is his. We'll see. I think Tank knows that he has to pick a good opponent here. And even if big fights with Tank is all due to his opponents, that's still smart. It's still Tank being the A side. It's still Tank being the knockout artist, and everybody's kind of looking towards Tank. I'd love to know what y'all think in the comments below. Canelo Alvarez made more than Tank. Tank made the most that he ever made. Canelo Alvarez has been the face of boxing, right? You can't throw all those years away. But Gervonta Tank Davis looks like the new, but it looks like Canelo Alvarez has kickstarted his career a little bit with that performance against Jermell Charlo. Let me know how you feel in the comments below. ShowBizz, I don't know yet. I'm leaning towards Canelo, to be honest. But in, what I do in my education, I've been, your master's in business administration, you kind of look at the data and you will say, we have to wait for Gervonta's next fight because he's going in the right direction. I'm out.